Hello everyone. Welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Sun Bear zodiac sign of the Red Hawk, and it's for the month of August. So we're going to be doing a medicine wheel spread, following the alchemy of the medicine wheel. I am using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck for the initial spread, and then I will be using the 1909 Tarot to clarify. And then at the end of the reading, I will be pulling three main themes for the month from the Sacred Forest Oracle cards. So let's get started for the Hawks for August. So we always start in the center of the medicine wheel. The center of the medicine wheel, this is where our center power animal sits. For the earth count, this is where humans, pure intellect and measure, the collective consciousness of all of humans, and death and rebirth. For the great teachers, it is feelings, confrontation, defeat, and patience. So we start here with this swan energy. So the first thing I would say with this swan energy is that okay, so what's coming through is your soul is calling, is the message that's coming through with this. So the first thing I would say is it'd be really great for you Hawks if you could connect with your center power animal this month would be really good. But let's clarify this swan energy. Oops. Okay. So with the swan, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So again, like I said, with that swan, your soul is calling. Your inner voice or an inner vision. And it's calling you to work on something. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering a craft or meaningful work. So your soul is calling you, your inner voice is calling you to some sort of um, quality work, meaningful work. I'm actually seeing a lot of writing and creating for you. So I would first of all recommend that you write down any ideas that you may have this month. Just write them down, even if you don't do anything with them right now. Write them down so that you have them there. And again, get creative with that swan energy in your work. Cool. I like that. Okay. So next we go to the east of the medicine wheel. In the east of the medicine wheel, this is where our warrior animal sits. It is the sun and the stars in the earth count. And for the great teachers, this is where rage and raw power sit. So here we start with wolf energy. So first of all, it's a fearless energy, this wolf energy. It may suggest that um, so I see you almost in a teacher role with this energy. So I see the raw power coming up um, with this card. And so in that teacher energy, it's really great. But what's coming through is a need to practice tolerance, whether this is tolerance with other people or tolerance with yourself. But let's clarify this wolf energy and see where it's going. All right, with the wolf. Ah, okay. So yes, we have the death card with the wolf. So like I said, it's almost like you are um in a like in a position of authority or a teaching position of some sort. But it's asking you to let go, practice letting go of judgment, and that everybody has to the, do things the same way you do. So yeah, let go a little bit of the control. You can still teach people without controlling how they do things, and I think that's going to be important for you Hawks this month. Okay, next we move over to the west of the wheel. So in the west of the medicine wheel, this is where our healer animal sits. It is the earth and the planets for the earth count, and for the great teachers, this is where care and spirit sit. So we start with this fire ant energy. Um, hmm, so again, it is a feeling like obviously it's ants, so it's that antsy feeling, but these ants they're fire ants, so it's almost like I almost feel you like some of you may be stewing on something, and you're feeling antsy about it, but you're not doing anything. It's like you're I feel gossiping, maybe some blaming. Um, let's clarify the fire ants. Okay, with the fire ant, yeah, we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups says, don't forget your joy. Okay, so like I said, this is coming up in the area and of in the West. So again, this is our healer animal. So I think it's saying that like there's something that needs to be healed. Maybe in your it could be some rigid thinking for some of you possibly. Um, and it's asking you to break free from the drama and bring the joy back into your life. Don't stew over things that first of all you can't change. Um, as well as um, again, try not to place blame on other people. Sometimes things just happen. Okay, so that's the message that's coming through in the West there. Next, we go down to the south of the wheel. So the south of the wheel, this represents our emotions. It is where our birth animal sits. So for you hawks, this is where your hawk would sit in the medicine wheel. In the earth count, it represents the plants and the spirit of all plants. And for the great teachers, this is where pain and death sit. And again, I always like to remind people that death does not have to mean dying. Death can just mean the end of something. So we start here with this cobra energy. So this this cobra energy is telling you to be patient. Um, and I think this kind of goes with this fire ant card. Like if you're feeling that fire, you may be feeling a little bit of anger and aggression at the moment. And this cobra is just saying, just be patient. Just wait. There is something that you are learning from this. There's a lesson in this. Let's clarify this cobra energy. We're gonna go with that one. So the Two of Pentacles. So this is a card of balance. Hmm. It can also be a card of priorities. I think. Um, and actually what's coming through for me is a managing of your expectations in this south, because our the expectations we have are often linked to our emotions, and I think it's asking you right now to manage your expectations and just be patient. Things are happening. They may not be happening as fast as you would like them to, but it's just saying to pause for a minute sometimes and just um, allow yourself to respond to a situation rather than reacting to a situation. Okay, next we go to the north of the medicine wheel. So in the north of the wheel, this is the area of our mind. This is where our recapitulation animal sits. In the earth count, this is the animals and the spirit of all animals. And for the great teachers, it is the physical and fear. So we start here with this raccoon energy. Um, so the raccoon energy is a card of wearing a mask. It's a card. So I feel like some of you there could be something that you are hiding right now. Like you're hiding your thoughts. I think because again, this is in the area of your mind. So I think you're hiding your thoughts at the moment. Um, and again, I'm feeling that the fear up there too at the north of the wheel that like you're hiding because you're afraid to take that mask off and you're afraid to tell people what it is that you truly think about something. Let's clarify this raccoon energy. So with the raccoon, we have the Three of Pentacles. Hmm. So again, it is another card of quality work, and it's a card of uh, working together. Um, so I feel like some of you may be you may be working together with people on a project, or on something. You're working on something, but it involves working with other people. And feel kind of what this is saying is that you are with that raccoon energy. You are you're still wearing a mask around these people. You are not actually uh, sharing all of your thoughts or all of your ideas at the moment. Um, and it could have you feeling like kind of like you're questioning yourself, and whether or not your ideas are good enough. But I would say, like I said, this Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. So I feel like maybe these fears are all in your mind. Literally, it's the area of the mind. Um, okay, next we're going to go down to the southeast of the wheel. So the southeast of the wheel is where our shadow animal sits. It is spirits and the great teachers in the earth count. And for the great teachers, this is where sex and loneliness sit. So here we have the fox energy. Hmm. So the first thing I would say is that you're smarter than you think is coming up here. So um, are like I said, I feel like you could be doubting yourself and especially doubting your ideas or what you are capable of. And this fox, like I said, is saying that you are smarter than you think. Um, and that you are actually very wise and skillful, and that you adapt well. Let's clarify this fox energy. So with the fox, we have the Ten of Swords. So yes, the Ten of Swords is again the swords is the area of our mind as well. Um, and it's kind of saying that there's some sort of thought pattern or something that you've been carrying around um, with you. And like I said, I think it has to do with this fox and then the raccoon area up in your mind. It's this idea that you're either not smart enough or that your ideas are not good enough, or something like that. But The Ten of Swords is saying that that kind of thinking needs to end. Um, that way of thinking needs to be dead, done, and over with. And you need to release and let that go so that you can have the new beginning and that you can move forward with the blessings ahead of you. The Ten of Swords, he makes that symbol there. That's the same symbol as the Hierophant, and it's a symbol of blessings. But it's saying that you've got to let go of those negative way of thinking about yourself in order to receive those blessings. Okay, so next we move to the southwest of the wheel. This is where our dreamer animal sits. It is the sacred dreams of life and the kachinas. Um, for the great teachers, this is where honesty and need sit. So we start here with this turtle energy. So, so this is again, it's asking you to change your story. Um, and it's asking you both to both uh, stay grounded and connect with spirit at the same time and allow that energy to flow between being grounded and spirit. Let the energy flow between them. With the turtle, we have the tower. Okay, so I feel like okay, so let's start the tower it, or tower moments are usually a sudden change that happens in our life. So I feel like there could be, you could experience one or even a couple tower moments over the the month of August, and that's why this turtle is asking you to really stay grounded um, during that time because when the tower comes down, that is bringing us back to reality, bringing us back down um, to earth. And it's saying that when this happens, when these tower moments happen and these big changes happen um, in your life, they're saying to feel safe and at home within yourself. Um, so like the turtle carries his home on his back, right? So it's saying to be at home within yourself while these major changes, so that it's really wanting you to be good with who you are inside when all of these changes are happening around you. It's like it wants you. I know the Wheel of Fortune hasn't come up here yet, but it's like it's telling you to stay in the middle of that Wheel of Fortune and not on the outside where everything um, is controlling your situation. Um, and again, I'm feeling the need there. Like these changes need to happen. These tower moments need to happen um, so that you can move forward in new adventures and find peace is what's coming to me. Okay. Next, we go to the northwest of the medicine wheel. This is where our death animal sits. It is also um, the for the earth count. Sorry, it is the cycles of natural law, and it is also the Shinamiya. For the great teachers, it is where testing and seeking sit. So we have Panther energy here. And now I always find it interesting. So my death animal, because this is showing up where our death animal is in the Northwest, my death animal is a panther. So when I see my one of my spirit animals show up in a reading, it's saying that that's my sign that your spirit animal, so your death animal, um, is trying to communicate with you right now. And again, it's saying This panther energy actually is the annihilation of the unnecessary. It's a purging of things that you no longer need in your life and things that could actually be holding you back. But let's clarify this panther energy. So with the panther, we have the Page of Wands. So I feel kind of like you could be comparing yourself to other people. Um, and the Page of Wands says that um, you embody the same strengths that you admire in other people. So if you look at somebody and you go, man, I love their um, work ethic. I don't know, that's just what came to me. I love their work ethic. You know why? Because you have it too. It's in there. Somebody once asked me, like, I love my grandson very, very much, both of them. But the one, she's like, well, what do you love about him? And I'm like, I love the light that I see in him. And she said to me, she's like, that's because you have that same light, right? And that's what this Page of Wands is saying, is that whatever you are comparing yourself to other people, whatever you are admiring in other people, you have the same thing inside you, and you have that same potential. You just need to find your enthusiasm and your inspiration, and like I said, and let go, purge that feeling that you are not good enough. Okay, next we move into the northeast of the wheel. So this is where our past life animal sits. It is also the sorry, moon movement and energy and pure science for the earth count that sit there. And the great teachers, it is victory and love. So you have owl energy here. So owl energy is very wise. Um, and it says that wisdom is on your side. Um, and it's asking you actually to draw on the wisdom from your past lives. It is there. Let's clarify this owl energy. So with the owl, we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles that says that you are resilient, is what I'm hearing. And you are resilient because you have the wisdom. Um, and it says that everything you need is inside you. This owl spirit, like I said, everything is inside you. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge. You just need to trust yourself. Um, and the Five of Pentacles can be a card of not drawing attention to your weaknesses. So it's saying to you to really lean on your strengths right now, lean on your wisdom, lean on your knowledge. And I would also say, because you are the hawks, also on your perspective. Lean on that, your ability to see different perspectives. Okay, let's pull the three main themes for hawks for the month of August. Okay. I like it. Okay. So we have trust, healing, and happiness. So again, I would say trust yourself. Trust yourself. And in doing that, by learning to trust yourself, by trusting what is inside and taking off those masks and being your authentic self, you are going to find so much healing in that, healing and happiness. I absolutely love it. Great themes for the month for the Hawks. So thank you for watching this Sun Bear Zodiac Medicine Wheel spread. Um, please like, subscribe, share, all that fun YouTube stuff. Leave a comment and let me know how you enjoyed your reading. It really does help me out. And yes, I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you later. Bye for now.